First inning brought to you by Toyota, and Dylan Cease's first pitch on a Monday is popped up foul, first base side, and we are off and running.
And with Ward finally getting an opportunity, especially being fielders, and he needed a chance to show what he can do, and he's done that.
He takes a slider for a strike. It's 1-2 on Ward.
Lino, the local product, is it there?
He is a local product. The high fastball and a check swing and no go, says your first. 2-2. Curveball in the dirt, 3.
He is the best in the major leagues at that.
Strike 3 on a slider, bottom of the zone. One down for Brandon Marsh, with Ward heading back to the dugout, and ball 1.
Had a big series.
Our
southeast with gusts of nothing.
The gusts normally are a little higher than the straight. 2-1 to Marsh, and he braces for a curveball. 3-1 from Dylan.
As the ball club is gone.
On the ground, third base side. Nice job by Jake. 2 down.
Very much. In fact, he hasn't slowed down at all.
Well, he pasted a ball in the first inning. Yes. OPS of about 1250. 2 strikes on.
Up, preferably in, not down.
How about there? Fastball away. Strike.
He's among the elite in chase percentage.
This to center. Robert on the charge, and he's there.
I think he started really last year and understanding that, number one, if he could confidence in his curveball especially. I mean, I think that was the big difference. He always liked his slide zone.
1-1 here for Mayfield, and this is sky high to the right-hand side. Adam Engel makes catch. Playing that one-man volleyball again, setting up your own punchlines.
Exactly
I like that.
right.
It's nice. Bump set spike. Strike 1.
In the 70s.
2 strikes. Dylan pumping strikes right now.
There's also another factor with Dylan Cease, and it's not necessarily a curse, it's just a fact. When you have yourself in the 90s into the 5th inning or beyond the 5th inning, well, what Dylan has learned is if he makes pitches on the outer third on the first pitch, you can get some outs the first anyway because the stuff is great, but you get a lot of 1- and 2-pitch at bats.
You know, one thing as we did a little digging with the StatCast folks is Adams into foul territory on this one, and he's going to run out of room. One thing we've seen so far, and it's, you know,
that, and he's pitching what they call backwards.
And they are all backwards. And
of the Yankees, I mean, this guy was hitting everything in sight.
Well, he was in that series against the Sox a couple years ago. Felt like he was
something left out there.
No, it'll be a big tease because they never got the answer.
Pitching backwards, a lot of guys either one standing there or swinging at pitches they wouldn't normally swing at.
Left center field, it's Robert as the third inning is brought to you by
bat. And then you show them another breaking ball, maybe a little bit better, and they start thinking, okay, this guy's going to throw me.
They certainly have. He's ahead 0-1 here, and there's a bunt shown and pulled back by Wade.
He just says he didn't bunt him.
Fouled back. 1-2. He retired the first 13 he saw. Today, it's the first 8 strike.
His first 2 fingers, and it was almost the same kind of release.
Strike 2. You said batters don't want to hit first. Having seen 2 curveballs, away he goes on a heater.
White Sox win.
Now that was pretty easy. How about today's Sox math question? Well, here it is. Back to you, Jason and Steve.
I think it was a brilliant video.
That's tremendous effort.
Yep.
The Thornwood Thunderbirds. Gavin Sheets in foul territory. Trick Sox, man. 1-1. Ward takes a slider. That's a strike. It's 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. to left field. A.J. Pollock driven back, and that's over his head off the wall. That ball carried a little more than it looked like it might off the bat, and it's the first base runner for the Angels on a WAR double. Foul again left side, 0-1. 0-1. Curveball down, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Walsh after that.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2. Grounded foul.
Pops it up.
There it is, and there he goes.
The plate. I like fastballs on the inner portion, but up. And that was a very good curveball to start him off.
And an 0-1 off that curveball for Trout. Sharper breaking ball, slider, pop the 0-2. Foul away, slider again.
Yeah, that was
2 strikes. Way outside on a slider. First fastball in the sequence, 2 and another fastball, 3-2. 3-2 for Trout from Dylan Cease. He got him. 98. Little.
had some really good life to it.
Now Walsh takes a high curveball. On the ground toward the shift. It's Harrison. And the leadoff double fizzles into the gray afternoon sky.
And that is one of the keys to successful pitching.
So for this team to this point, and I know it's something that Ethan Katz, Kurt Hassler, Tony La Russa have been talking.
0-1, and there's a vast difference in the resolution of the at bat.
Well, you felt it on the mound, but then you look at the number. 0-2. That's down 1-2.
To end it as opposed to 3 balls, yes, the pitcher would be ahead.
So I want to ask you, did you feel like you were ahead? 2-2. Strike 3 called. He absolutely.
Fastball.
After a 6-pitch at bat, here's pitch number 7 of the inning, and Suzuki pops it up foul. 5th inning.
Go out to the patio. Get yourself a couple of burgers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you don't want one of those. Oh boy, this is not going to end well for me.
And he clips that one foul.
Hey, White Sox, looks like a Cuban sandwich here.
It does, actually. It was really good, too. Foul wide of Jake Berger over at
What was on it?
mac and cheese.
No, really.
Mac and cheese. Just, you don't get sick of stone puns, do you?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
0-2.
Benetti was already taken. They're good, though, in some of the slower moments.
1-2. Oh, he got him again. The Heaters today.
Yeah, he's got awfully good stuff.
Adele takes ball 1 high. After a very rough day at first base yesterday, he's been all over Dylan, peppering the strike zone.
Well, it really helps when you're out of the zone. You still tend to call it.
There's strike 2. 1-2. Got him again. By the way, the 3rd time Dylan Cease has had 10 or more strikeouts in 5 innings or fewer.
Berger in at 3rd, taking the bunt away.
And he got hit in the shoe.
Yeah, that. Now.
Does not run, and there is a strike to the last.
Base stealers is still an art.
Wade held again. 0-2. Wade at first. He holds again, and there's a high fastball that brings Grandal up. 1-2. Wade started, and this ball in the dirt to a check swing. No go, says Dan Bellino at 3rd. High fastball, 3-2. Big pitch in the game here. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-2 on the 9-hitter Velasquez. 3-2. There he goes. In the air, left-hand side. A.J. Pollock makes a catch, out number 1. Wade still at first. Ward the batter. And a check swing and no swing. Pitch number 80 for Dylan Cease. To right field. Adam Engel. 2 gone.
That narrow beam of light.
Wade runs. Throw by Grandal. And he's safe.
Doesn't matter who's taking the throw, whether it's the shortstop or second baseman. But you want to make sure, number 1, Tim was pretty assured he wasn't going to be able to make the tag that time. Then your sole response.
1-1 to Marsh. You know, we normally show very short replays, but I
But you have to have first step acceleration.
2-2. But again,
He was magnificent at that.
2-2. Yeah, that was a hand. 2 from Dylan Cease. In the air, central. Robert drifting. Luis makes the catch. 3rd time through this Angels order. And a first pitch foul and a fastball.
Fastballs, one at 96, the other at 98.
Strike 2.
0-2.
0-2. Strike 3. He struck Trout. Walks for Dylan Cease today. Walsh doesn't want to get to 2 strikes.
No, he's
seen 4 pitches in 3 trips to the plate now. Make it 5, and this one slammed to left. A.J. Pollock is there on the track.
Part of the Sox, and they drive home a big insurance run.
And Josh, while he wasn't in the air, right field. Adam Engel goes in for a 1-2-3-7.